Hi everyone, EPFO has released new guidelines for partial withdrawals this week. Let's take a closer look at the key changes and what they mean for members. First things first, earlier there were 13 different categories, each with its own eligibility conditions, withdrawal limits and lots of paperwork. That made the process confusing and led to many claim rejections also. Now all those have been merged into 3 simple categories, which are essential needs, housing needs and special circumstances. The aim is to make the withdrawal process faster and more transparent. EPFO has also introduced a minimum balance rule, which means members must keep at least 25% of their EPF balance in the account. In simple words, you can now partially withdraw up to 75% of your EPF corpus, while 25% stays invested and continues to earn interest. This helps you retain some savings for retirement instead of emptying your accounts completely. Moreover, the minimum service requirement for all partial withdrawals has been standardized to 12 months, replacing earlier rules that required 2 to 7 years depending on the purpose. Moreover, under the new rules, the timeline for premature final settlement and pension withdrawal has been revised. Members can now apply for final PF settlement in case of a job loss only after 12 months of leaving employment and pension withdrawal after 36 months compared to the earlier 2-month window. Now, let's also address few myths that's doing the rounds relating to job loss changes. First myth is that no withdrawal will be allowed after leaving a job and that even after 1 year only 75% can be withdrawn. Well, the fact is that a member can withdraw 75% of their balance immediately after leaving the job and the full amount after being unemployed for 1 year. EPFO says this change is designed to ensure members to continue earn interest for a longer period while keeping access open when needed. The second myth is that it has led to complexity with stringent rules like 25% minimum average balance and extended time length of 12 months. Well, earlier there were too many categories under which money used to get stuck. Now things have been simplified into one uniform provision and no documentation is needed for most withdrawals. In fact, withdrawal limits have actually been increased. For example, earlier you could withdraw for marriage or house purchase only after 5 to 7 years of service. Now you can do that after just 1 year. You can also withdraw for education or illness more easily. And in any special circumstance or emergency, you can now withdraw up to 100% of your eligible balance twice a year without giving any reason or paperwork. So earlier there were 13 different categories with numerous conditions under which money used to get locked. These have now been consolidated into one uniform rule, making it easier to withdraw money without any documentation. That's it for today's explanation. If you found this useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more easy updates on money.